Yeah, good morning, guys. Good morning, guys. Can you confirm if you can see my screen? Can you confirm if you can see my screen? Good morning, everyone. Let's quickly notify others that we are live. All right, guys. So join the live. Let's wait a few minutes for others to join the live. All right, guys. Let's wait for others to join briefly. We'll be kicking off shortly. let's all right, so all right, please drop a one in the chat if you can hear me. Let's dive right into today's market analysis. Drop a one in the chat if you can hear me. If you can also see my screen, drop a one in the chat. Drop a one in the chat if you can hear me. Drop a one in the chat if you can hear me. If you can see my screen, drop a one in the chat. If you can see my screen, drop a one in the chat, please. Drop a one in the chat if you can hear my. If you can see my screen, drop a one in the chat. All right, so guys, let's dive right into today's analysis. All right, great. Let's proceed. Let's dive right into market analysis. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to T Billion Forex Academy. If you're new here, my name is Timothy, aka T Billion, and this is our weekly live market analysis and trading session where we break down the Forex market step by step in a very practical and well structured way. So we hold this session every Monday and Wednesday, 9:00 a.m. West African time, and our primary focus is XAUUSD, GBPUSD, and BTCUSD. Okay, followed by other Forex pairs you request in the chat. The goal of this session is to shape and sharpen your understanding of the smart money concepts, including order blocks, breaker blocks, market structure, inducement, liquidity zones, and price action, how you can properly read market structure, how you can identify key order block and breaker block zones, how you can identify liquidity areas, and of course, how you can apply this concept effectively in real market conditions. So whether you're a newbie trader or you're an intermediate trader or you're a pro trader, stick with me as we follow a clear top-down analysis process. All right, so before we delve into today's market analysis, let's do a quick recap of what market has been doing since our last session. So I'll start with GBP USD. Okay, I'll start with GBP USD, and so I'll start with what's it called, XAUUSD gold. Okay, so this zone, we marked this zone on in our last session. We were able to identify this order block zone right here, and as you can see, price, I call out this signal on the free signal telegram channel at the moment price tapped into our zone, and we took this sell, and price gave us this bearish movement up to this price level and started pulling back close to our entry. Right, we are still holding this trade. The way I trade is either we hit TP or we hit SL. Right, so this setup is still very much valid. It's still very much valid. So please, if you have not taken this trade yet, do not take it just yet. However, if price move back to the entry level, which is this, you can take the trade. Okay, but for now, please do not take it. As you can see, price has moved a few pips, away from our entry. So if you take this trade right here, your SL will be very, very large. Okay, so please do not take the trade just yet, not until price get back to entry. Then you can take the trade and use the same SL. Right. So this is XAUUSD. This is what price has been doing since our last session. We'll come back to XAUUSD for a proper what's it called analysis. So let's look at what price has been doing since our last session on GBPUSD. So on GBPUSD, okay, I think okay, so we marked out these zones. Unfortunately, we took an SL on these two trades, right? All confluences aligns, but unfortunately, X GBP seems to still, you know, be in bearish trend. So we hit SL on these two trades, okay. But again, this is actually nothing compared to the profits we make or we've made, right? So that is why when we trade, our RR are usually massive, while we keep our our SL very tight. You risk little and you earn more. That is how you trade basically. If you look at all the RR of our winning trades, they are really, really massive. They're really, really massive, right? So this is just a token compared to what we made when we hit TP. So that is it. And this is where, just a quick psychology on this. This is where a lot of traders get it wrongly. Okay, the moment they hit SL, probably they find themselves in a losing streak. Okay, they tend to want to change strategy, right? That is not how it works. That can only keep you or make you a consistently losing trader, right? The fact that your trade, or you made 2 losses or 3 losses off of your trade does not make your strategy invalid, right? There is no strategy that gives you 100% win rate. If it was so, we'll have loads of billionaires out there, right? So just stick to your strategy, keep back testing your strategy, perfect it, and make sure you stay consistent with it. Don't hop from one strategy to another, because that is the path to consistent losses. All right, so that is it. We accept our losses, no issues, because we know we are going to make the money times 10, if not even 15 or 20 of it in our next trade. Okay, so that is GBP This is our last session. Okay, I think that is that. So let's delve into today's market analysis. If you have questions, please kindly drop it in the chat so we can treat the questions accordingly. If you have questions, drop them in the comment section and we can treat them accordingly. All right, so back to the chart. Let's look at what price. Please kindly confirm if you can hear me. Kindly drop a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Just want to be sure I'm not here alone. Drop a 1 in the chat if you can hear me. Drop a 1 in the chat if you can hear me before we dive into today's analysis. All right, perfect. Thank you. So let's continue. I'll start with GBP with XAUUSD gold. Okay, so let's head to XAUUSD. As always, we start our analysis from the daily time frame. Okay, so on gold, obviously from the trend of the daily time frame, we are still very much bearish. Okay, we are still very much bearish on gold. So our bias is still bearish, and we are still basically looking for sell opportunity rather than buy opportunity. So let's look at this. Let's start our analysis on the daily time frame. We got this BOS, this break of structure right here. We got this break of structure right here, BOS. Okay. So aside this, let's drill down to the 4H time frame to have a clearer price action. Okay. All right. So on the 4H time frame, we have this break of structure, which is this, okay, and we got this inducement, okay. Let's drill down further to 1H time frame, which is our entry time frame for this setup. Let's further refine, the zones. Now on the 1H time frame, we got this break of structure and we got this inducement, and here is our order block, right? And it is on this order block we took our entry right here, and we got this is a 7.57 risk to reward ratio, okay. And this setup, as mentioned, is very much valid. However, please do not take the entry just yet, because price has moved a couple of pips away from our entry, okay. You can see price has moved a couple of pips away from our entry. This is where our entry is, and this is where price is currently, okay. So and that's about 480 pips, okay, movement. So please just don't take this just yet. However, when price move back to the entry, okay, you can take the entry, then use this SL, okay, as your SL. If you're on the free signal channel, the signal is still there. You can copy the what's it called, the coordinates. I think I still have it right here. Still have the coordinates here, right? Okay, let's bring it forward here. And so we have this coordinate right here. Okay, so we have the coordinate here. So you can so that's it. You can have that coordinate. Okay. So yeah, this is the coordinate. So this is the coordinate for this, and this is the coordinate for this, right? Okay, so all right. So that is this setup, as earlier mentioned, is still very much valid, okay. And again, until price gets to the entry, level, do not take the trade. However, if this trade fails for any reason, or this zone fails for any reason, then this is where we're going to be waiting for price at this zone. And again, we take ourselves right here. This is the coordinate for this, okay. All right. So this is my analysis for XAUUSD for today. Okay. All right. Now let's head to GBPUSD. Let's see what market got for us today. Okay, so as always, we begin our analysis from the daily time frame. Begin our analysis from the daily time frame. Okay, our directional bias on GBPUSD still remains bearish, as you can see. Actually, GBPUSD is obviously bearish. Excuse me. So basically, we are looking for buy sell opportunity. Okay, and since we are bearish, we expect this low to be taken out, right? Okay, so let's drill down to the 4-hour time frame for a clearer price action, so we can identify zones where we can, probably join this bearish move. Okay, so on the 4-hour time frame, this was the last break of structure to the downside that we got. The market gave us this low. Okay, of course, the market has shifted bearish. Okay, we're already bearish, and we expect price to take out this low right here. So let's mark out our structure. So we have a break of structure right here. We have a break of structure, the BOS. Okay. And we have this other block right here, which price has tapped into. Okay, this. So let's drill down to the 1H time frame to which is our entry time frame to identify other price action and market structure. Okay, so on the 1H time frame, we have this break of structure, which we drew from the 4H time frame, still very much valid here. And we also have this break of structure right here. We also have this break of structure. So we have this break of structure, and these are BOS. Okay, these are BOS. All right. Okay, so these are BOS, and we got this inducement right here. This is our inducement. This is our inducement right here. And we got this breaker block right here, which price has actually mitigated. Okay, so looking at this, price has actually mitigated this breaker block. So we missed this beautiful entry. We missed this beautiful entry. This would have been our entry and would have targeted this. This would have been our perfect entry. Okay, then our TP will be right here. Okay, but we missed this, and this would have given us a massive 8.27 risk to reward ratio. But then, since this is already playing out, let's wait for price at this other block zone right here. So this is another zone where we can likely, take our sell entry only if price, you know, return back to this zone. All right, so this is our short right here. Yeah, and this is our TP. All right, so this is where we are going to wait for price at this, this rear zone, this other block zone right here. Since this breaker block has been mitigated already, so we'll wait for price right here. If price eventually gets here, then we'll take this, sell to this, to the downside. Okay, so until then, let's keep watching. However, if price gives us a break of structure to this, to the downside, let's say we have this. If this structure is taken out, okay, and we got our inducement, then we'll probably look for a zone around this range. Probably look for a zone around this range. Okay. So, but until then, this is where we are going to wait for price. Okay. All right. So let's wait patiently. I will share the coordinate for this what's it called setup on the free signal telegram channel. Okay, so that is that for GBP USD. And let's head to BTC USD. Just do a quick analysis on BTC USD. Please, I want to be sure I'm not alone. Kindly drop a 1 in the chat if you're with me. Kindly drop a 1 in the chat if you're with me. If we're together, kindly drop a 1 in the chat. All right, great, 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 great. So now we head to the BTC. Let's drill down to, sorry, let's head to the 1H time frame. So on BTC, obviously we are bearish. Okay, we're bearish. Our directional bias is bearish. The trend is bearish. So what we want to focus on is how to join the bearish move, how we could potentially, identify sell opportunities and join, the bearish move. Okay, so this has already established our trend, this trend line. And the last break of structure from the daily time frame that we got is this. This is a break of structure to the downside. Then we have this what's it called, this order block zone right here, which price has already tapped into and is currently, selling. Okay, so because we are bearish, right, for this bearish trend to be sustained, we anticipate that price will take this low. So for that reason, this is where we are going to be targeting for our TP. So we've mapped out this low for our TP, right? And this zone has already been mitigated. Otherwise, this could have been a perfect entry for us, right? Probably a perfect POI, so to say, for us, because even though it's our POI, we don't just take our trades right there on the daily time frame. We have to drill down to, a lower time frame to identify, you know, our reversal patterns and all of that. Okay, so let's drill down to the 4H time frame to further, identify other price action, okay, or market structure. So on the 4H time frame, we have this. Let's move all the way up, giving us this internal market shift right here. Okay, we have this internal market shift right here on the 4H time frame. Okay, so and yeah, price tapped into this. Okay, so price is already reacting at this inducement. So at this what's it called, breaker block. Okay, price already reacting at this breaker block. Okay, so what do we have next? We got this break of structure. We have this break of structure to the downside, and we have this break of structure as well. We got this break of structure. Okay, so we got this break of structure. Okay. There's an inducement. So we'll anticipate price of this. Okay, perfect. So price is currently reacting at this breaker block on the 4H time frame. Price is currently reacting at this breaker block on the 4H time frame, which is this guy right here. Okay, which is this guy right here. Now let's drill down to the 1H time frame to identify our entry. So on the 1H time frame, let's reach the structure. So we got this break of structure right here as identified on the 4H time frame. Okay, then Okay. All right. So for me, so we are not going to take this trade just yet until price gives us, this pattern. So this is what I'm anticipating. This is what I'm anticipating at this zone. I would expect price to do this. You know, I would expect price to do this. Then we'll take our entry right about this place, then target the low. Okay. So until price gives us this pattern, we are not going to take this trade just yet. Okay, so this is what we're anticipating. This is what we're anticipating right here. So as soon as this setup is fully formed, okay, I'll drop it on the free signal channel and we're targeting this low for our TP, right? Okay. So this is it for BTCUSD. Okay. So let's wait patiently for this, you know, for this setup to fully form so we can take our trade accordingly. All right, so I'm going to share this coordinate on the free signal telegram channel. So if you're not on the free signal telegram channel, do well to join the free signal telegram channel so you don't miss out on our setups. Okay. All right, great, great, great. So please, if you have any question regarding this analysis, do well to drop it in the comment section. I'll go through the comment section and attend to all questions accordingly. So I think that wraps it up for today. As earlier mentioned, I'll drop the coordinates for all of the setup on the free signal telegram channel. So do well to join the channel if you are not yet on the channel. All right, so today's key lesson, as always, is your directional bias first, then your market structure, then key order block and breaker block zones, then your entries, right? Okay, and please, if this session has added value to you, don't forget to like the stream, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our live session. We'll be back again on Wednesday at 9:00 a.m. West African time. Until then, trade smart and protect your capital. I'll see you again in the next session. Peace, guys.